Perched at the top of Angels Gate Park, the Korean Bell of Friendship stands as a magnificently adorned tribute to the vital culture bonds uniting the people of Korea and Los Angeles. This iconic monument affords visitors unsurpassed vistas of the harbor and serene views of the Pacific Ocean, providing a unique opportunity to disconnect from the vibrant rhythms of urban life. So whether you're traveling from a nearby neighborhood or arriving from across the globe, we're glad you're here. Welcome to Los Angeles. Approaching the pavilion, the magnitude of the 17-ton copper and tin masterpiece becomes quite clear. Standing 12 feet tall and over 7 feet wide, the bell incorporates gold, nickel, and lead to enhance its resonant tone, heard whenever it is rung by striking the exterior with a large wooden log. Presented by the Republic of Korea to the people of Los Angeles, the Korean Bell of Friendship commemorates the 1976 American Bicentennial while honoring Korean War veterans. This historic gift serves to strengthen the enduring alliance and cultural bonds linking our two nations. Across LA, the tapestry of shared cultural experiences fosters vital connections between our neighborhoods, championing communities that have historically been underserved.
What's happening here today is the 4th annual Afro-Latino Culture Fest, the only Afro-Latino Culture Fest on the entire West Coast. We're in our 4th year. It started with 20 people in our backyard 5 years ago. We're expecting over 2,000 attendees today. The colors, the vibe, the fun, the good food, and you might meet people from cultures that you've never experienced before. You might make a new friend, you might make a new business partner, you might even find a new boo.
We are celebrating Afro-Latinidad to the maximum. I am Puerto Rican, first generation born in the United States, so I get to be both today. Instead of either black or Latina, I am a black Latina, and today I get to celebrate that. I'm so excited.
This is just a once-in-a-lifetime situation. You know, rarely do we as Afro-Latinos have a moment where we can celebrate one another, come together in the diaspora. This is countries like Cuba, Puerto Rico, Panama, which is where I'm from. On stage today, there are going to be performances, there's going to be education. Sidebar, you know what else I'm really excited for? The food. This is food that I only get when I get to go home. So I'm really excited to go see all the food trucks that are going to be over here. This is food, this is music, this is dancing, this is art, this is culture.
Incredible, incredible, man. Just to see people that look like you. Visual representation is everything. I think that gives people superpowers. It gives people the inspiration to do more when they can look and see someone that looks just like them, sounds like them, and comes from the same areas and culture. So visual representation is what we're going to see today.
Afro-Latinos as a whole and the broader Latino communities were often invisibilized. We often are never credited for any of the contributions that we've made to the Latin American community as a whole. So today is really about celebrating us, celebrating our Africanness, and celebrating our negritud.
I remember a time where Afro-Latino wasn't even being recognized or even in the diaspora of entertainment or even being categorized as the Afro-Latino. So now we're being noticed.
We want to see ourselves. We're not reflected in a lot of things. And there's over 40,000 Afro-Latinos in the LA area alone.
As a child, right, whenever I took a test in school, it would always say black, not of Hispanic descent, white, not of Hispanic descent, or Hispanic. And I felt like the culture never gave space for who I am. I am a black man. I come from the Hispanic culture. I was raised in a Panamanian household. Moments like this give other kids like me an opportunity to know that there are people out there like them who cross cultures. And it's not even cross cultures, we're one culture. And we get to just be in that for a day. it's just a vibe, man. We're all excited to be here.
We just wanted to come from City Hall to tell you to keep the faith and keep the fight, because we got your back.
We are here at El Nido Family Center in Pacoima to present a check of over $315,000 for the participatory budgeting program. The residents of this community voted for these resources to serve and create a safe space where we can have a farmer's market and an opportunity for local entrepreneurs to sell their wares.
Pues me parece estupendo y fenomenal porque es ayuda para la comunidad, para todos los servicios y para que vengan más apoyos a la comunidad y la gente tenga más ayuda.
This funding is not only creating some large-scale events for families, but it's also all the operational costs for a farmers market for an entire year of programming. We actually had a skeleton crew of 2 and myself and another manager. We're bringing 4 more community members on staff to help work at the market and be part of the strategy team that makes the decisions about what happens here. And we are going to be continuing with cooking classes, gardening classes, and nutrition classes, yoga and Zumba.
Aquí en El Nido se reparten programas de comida, de ayuda, para más que nada para los niños y las familias. Les dan bonos para canjear en las farm market de la comunidad. Y pues hay mucha ayuda para todos, desde niños hasta personas mayores.
I couldn't be more grateful to stand here in unity and solidarity with this community, the Latino community, to say that hate has no home, we are united, and we are a Los Angeles that is truly for everyone.
Por eso estamos muy contentos de que al Nido le hayan dado o donado esta cantidad para que haya más programas para toda la comunidad.
You can't say you're a Los Angeles for everyone if you're not making sure everyone has an opportunity for upward mobility, health, and a better life. And that's what Los Angeles is about, has been about. And the LA Civil Rights Department today was pleased to bring this for Angelenos.
Originally cast in South Korea before its trans-Pacific journey, the Korean Bell of Friendship is housed within a striking stone pavilion. This pagoda-style structure was meticulously crafted over 10 months by 30 artisans brought from Korea to the site. 12 ornate columns support the pavilion, each representing the Eastern zodiac with protective animal figures guarding their bases. To ensure its enduring legacy, this iconic landmark has benefited from a comprehensive restoration and renovation. From this shared history to a preview of the future of another corner of Los Angeles, innovative plans are unfolding to link 2 distinct green spaces as part of a bold vision, bringing communities together.
Metro has a program to fund open street events all over LA County, and this is one of our open street projects. This is a great opportunity to invite the community to come out and enjoy being in the open space. Typically, Wilshire is full of cars, and today it's full of happy people enjoying the day and just having family time. This is one of the goals that Metro has as an agency, to be able to continue to provide funding for these type of events. This is just a great example of a hugely successful program that the community has really come to enjoy over the last few years.
I am supporting it because it allows from park to park to be able to do things, okay? And I think that for a car to go around for half a mile, it's not that big of a deal. But for the pedestrians, for the community, I think the closure of Wilshire Boulevard reunites the parks to bring the families together in a clean, safe environment where we can really enjoy our families and our culture as well.
This is a really fun opportunity to come out and see your city and socialize. Right now I was helping the little kids play like a scrimmage. It was really fun. Anybody can walk and not have to worry about cars passing by. And for us, we can play soccer and it's just safe. And I think this whole event is really cool because everybody gets to get together and socialize. Yeah, I would definitely look forward to more events and I would definitely come out if there were events like this.
Metro is more than trains and buses. Metro provides grants for open streets events such as this one today. We also provide other types of funding for construction, for shuttle service, and it's a really great agency that is looking out for the community and making sure that there are transportation options for everyone. It's a great event, and we're always looking to create partnerships with the City of LA. It's a great opportunity for the community to continue to come out and enjoy these events.
A lot of people think of libraries as being just like a staunchy little place where you can't talk or anything, but this library is a live space, and it really tells the story of Los Angeles.
We are so excited to welcome you here to help celebrate our centennial. We have been paying tribute to this incredible building all year long, and we plan on continuing to celebrate it through the end of the year.
Central Library opened 100 years ago, and ever since then, we've been serving the public continuously for all that time.
Folks can look forward to live performances, arts and crafts, booths from other nonprofits and public institutions here in the city where they can find resources and celebrate with their neighbors.
I think it's a great event because it gets a lot of us readers out here together, and we can talk about books. It's a great family event. I'm here with my sisters and my nieces, and it's just so great that we all love reading.
The library has always moved with the times. When the internet became the superhighway, the library modernized and made sure that those people that couldn't have access, that they could come to the library and have access. Now we have people that are teaching them how to use AI. They can go online and have all those services, but my preference is to be at the library because it's a special space. You can see people. The architecture is absolutely incredible, and things that you can't afford on your own, the library provides them for you.
We should take great pride in this incredible institution and continue investing in it, because doing so, we're investing in the community, in generations of Angelenos that will benefit from the light of learning that we provide here at the library.
The mission of Los Angeles Public Library is to serve all the communities throughout the city, and that's what we do starting at Central Library.
The Friendship Bell is rung annually to celebrate Independence Day, Korean National Liberation Day, and New Year's Eve. Additional observances include Constitution Week in September and Korean American Day in January. Residents can also hear the bell ring out 13 times on the first Saturday of every month. Another treasure in the LA landscape is the tradition of free Shakespeare in Griffith Park. Now, throughout the summer months, an independent troupe presents 2 seasonal productions, which is a lot of fun, inviting Angelenos to unwind with a picnic and the Bard's classic tales under the starry Southern California sky.
We're so glad you're here with us tonight in Griffith Park!
Tonight we're about to do a performance of Coriolanus by William Shakespeare. This is the Griffith Park Free Shakespeare Festival. It's our 23rd year we've been doing it. We do 2 productions every summer, so this is the 4th week of a 5-week run of Coriolanus, and then in a couple of weeks we open the Comedy of Errors, and that runs through Labor Day weekend.
I think the Griffith Park Shakespeare Festival is one of the greatest traditions in LA, and I think when you see all of the fellow Angelinos and people from out of the country, you get new people that come, you get returning fans that come. So I think everyone's here able to be, with each other in an outdoor setting. It's just one of the most beautiful places to watch theater.
God save your good worships. Marcius is coming home.
The interesting thing about Shakespeare is that even though those plays are 400 years old, they are evergreen. Everything he talks about remains relevant. Right now we're performing Coriolanus. If you watch Coriolanus, you're going to walk away thinking we're having a timely discussion about the state of the world right now. It's just a fact that Shakespeare continues to be talking about the human condition, and that will always be relevant.
The wall at once.
There's the nobles, the patricians, the rich class, and the citizens, and there's a food shortage, and the patricians are hoarding all the food, and so the citizens are uprising and trying to get that back. So there's a big discourse and kind of struggle between those two.
I, the great hoe.
Well, Coriolanus specifically is the audience is very much involved in the play. So throughout the play, you have audience members who are vocal or more vocal than others.
Caius Marcius Coriolanus!
I think what they'll take away from the performance is the importance of community and the importance of being authentic to your true self. I think you see Coriolanus be authentic to his true self, but to a fault.
My gentle Marcius, worthy Caius, and by deed achieving honor newly named, what is it? Coriolanus.
We are up close and personal. They're able to see our faces. They're able to see how hard we work. Some people think Shakespeare is very difficult, and I think we get a little extra praise in being able to kind of make it accessible and clear. And so I think they appreciate the fact that we are able to give them these plays that, if you read it, would be a little bit more complicated than if you were able to see it in person.
We need well-trained, skilled actors. I mean, this is Shakespeare. It's not Old English, but it's modern English, but it's an old form of modern English, and also it's written in verse. So it needs a particular level of skill and experience in order to speak it in a way that the audience understands. And you can do that, but you need actors who are really sort of working on that. And when they do, it's electric, and everyone can understand it. This play's got really clear, easy language, but it is 400 years old. So we need actors who can really speak. We need actors who are really physical. There's a lot of action in this play. There's some really kind of intense fight scenes. So we need people who know what they're doing so they won't get hurt.
To all the young people out there who are trying to find their place in the world, trying to find their passions. Maybe you don't know what you want to go to school for. Maybe you don't know if you want to go to school at all. It's okay to feel the uncertainty, and I think being able to process that and recognize it is super important to growth. And, with me, it was a long road. It didn't happen overnight. And at this point, I'm a full-time actor, rehearsing Comedy of Errors, our next play, during the day, and then coming here and performing Coriolanus at night. So it's a dream come true, and like I said, it took over a decade of just grinding, working hard. So to all the kids out there, just stick with it, keep going.
Not according to the prayer of the people, for they love not march, and nature teaches peace.
Everyone's invited. It's totally free and accessible. You can just turn up with a picnic blanket and a picnic and enjoy the show.
Further than seen, and one infect another against the wind a mile. You souls of geese that bear the shapes of men, how have you run from slaves that apes would be?
To have this opportunity for anyone of any age, of any background, to come see some Shakespeare and really get exposed to it, I think is a beautiful thing.
love this place.
McGroarty Arts Center's mission is to provide affordable education. Some projects like this one today are free.
I think this building's really cool. I think the space is really cool. It's nice to see another DCA site that's like offering such accessible workshops to the community. I think it's really awesome.
One of our missions is to create space for people to come in and connect not just with art, but with their community.
So I came across what McGroarty Theater is doing with their weekly summer free arts workshops. And I saw this. I think everyone's kind of exploring cyanography on Instagram, so I wanted to come and check it out.
So today we're doing cyanotypography. So it's probably the oldest version of photography that we have. So it was invented in the early 1800s, and it uses two different chemicals that you combine in equal parts to create a photograph. You start by combining the two chemicals. It's a little bit of a science project first, and then you also get set up the pieces that you would like to make on your art. So it essentially creates a negative. So then from there, you put it out in the sun for about anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes, depending on how bright you want it to end up looking. And then after that, you wash the chemicals off in a bucket of water for a few minutes. And then when it comes out, it turns from yellow to blue, and you see the negative of whatever object you've placed down.
It came out really good. I see the essence of how the sunlight go through leaves and how it goes through feathers, and it is really nice, interesting subject to play with.
Wow, look at how bright that's turning out.
Okay. Look, it's already doing it.
And then eventually you dry the final products. We have some over there. And so yeah, basically the light does all the work, which is really good for lazy artists like myself.
It's been really interesting lately that people have really been drawn to that instead of doing something maybe like with digital photography.
From here, every visitor gains unmatched vantage points to survey the vast expanse of Los Angeles, from the busy industry of the Port of LA to the Pacific's tranquil horizon. Angels Gate Park, like nearby Point Fermin Lighthouse and many other parks, is run by LA's Department of Recreation and Parks. The department also delivers many essential services, from community outreach to assisting seniors in protecting themselves against fraud online and on the phone.
There's a proliferation of scamming that's going on in our society, and especially toward the senior citizen community. Scammers are getting a lot more clever now, more cutting edge, and many of the seniors, they're not aware and they don't know about the scammers' techniques.
Con artists don't outsmart you. Con artists outfeel you. They use your emotion against you. They get you to care about them or whatever cause they've invented out of whole cloth, and they scam you, because when you're making decisions with your heart and not your head, you're gonna get scammed.
My friend fell into something that they said her son had an accident and to send money right away, and she fell into that because it was her grandson. And you know, they're very good at conniving you. Fill this out and you know, you'll get the money in the mail, blah, blah, blah.
I get a phone call and it's just a video phone call, and it's from someone I have no idea and it's out of state or something. And they say, do you hear me? And then if you say yes, and then they got through your yes. And they're trying to get me all the time.
I had quite a few calls from people trying to get my medical information, so I wanted to find out about more information so I could protect myself.
Con artists are all playing the same game, but if you don't know what the flags are, you won't recognize them. It's kind of like New York's Times Square, right? It's a crowd of people. You don't see anybody. But if I tell you, look for the guy in the striped shirt, immediately you see the guy in the striped shirt because I told you what it looks like. That's what these red flags are.
I just don't answer certain things. I don't answer the video calls. I don't hit anything that's some kind of email or whatever. I don't hit it.
Somebody called and said they were from Medicare and they wanted to get my information. And I said, well, who are you? And when I began to question them more, then they hung up.
Con artists are everywhere. It's the oldest profession.
These types of seminars are well worth it. And if you consider how much you can save or how much better off, the little effort it takes to come out here, it's nothing but a drop in the bucket compared to what you're going to get when you get here.
About 8 years ago, I was looking at what we call the Toy Movable Collection. It's a really remarkable collection of pop-up and interactive books, about 2,000 titles that's housed in our children's literature department. And I got the idea that it would be really fun someday, for some reason, to try to build the world's largest pop-up book. This year, with the centennial of Central Library, we thought it was a perfect opportunity to finally bring that idea to life. The book is called Luceros y Penumbras, which roughly translates to Starlight and Shadows, and the artwork is all done and conceived by a local artist and printmaker named Daniel Gonzalez.
Being able to weave like all these different elements into this piece was a challenge that I met, and it also achieves what the library was expecting out of this book, which is to make something of wonder for people to look at and feel connected to the space.
Most paper doesn't come this size, and if you tried to glue it together, it wouldn't be rigid or strong enough, so we had to source some really industrial strength cardboard, and even then it had to be engineered in a way that it could come apart in sections small enough to fit through our doors into the building and get up to the second floor, and then be reassembled here in the rotunda.
This is really, huge. It's really big,
It's kind of fun to just stand here, and as people come out of the elevator, it opens up right into this space, and it's so fun to just sort of hear that first initial reaction. You really don't get a sense for the scale until you come down and see it in person.
I hope they feel the same excitement as when they were a kid about books, and I hope people recall that moment in their youth when they had that first encounter with a book or their first visit to the library, and they open a picture book or they open a storybook and they're excited to see what's inside.
So many people put a lot of hard work and creative thought into making this a reality, and it really just shows how much people love their library.
It was a team effort to get this built, and it took many hands and it took a lot of energy to construct, and I hope that's evident.
We were really excited to achieve the Guinness World Records certification for this project, and it's helped bring a lot of really positive attention to the library during this banner year of our centennial. So it's been really exciting to be able to claim that official record and have that be a part of the whole experience here.
Breaking a record is just kind of like icing on the cake. It was already an ambitious project to begin with, and to be certified now and to be official, brings me great pride.
We wanted to inspire people to think about what the library has meant to them and how it has helped them in their own journey, or how it might into the future. So it's been really exciting to have that opportunity.
We are here at the Hansen Dam Aquatic Center, the biggest pool in the United States. And tonight, you can be in the water watching the movie. Nowhere else you're gonna see this.
Yeah, so movie night, just a great night to bring the community together. Everyone's having fun. The kids love it, parents love it, whole community.
This is my first time here. It's summertime. My girls want to go ahead and enjoy themselves, and once you have resources like these pools, you got to make sure you introduce them to them and let them realize that this is their backyard. Los Angeles is their backyard.
What's great about this pool is that we have a ton of space here with all kinds of activities. We have a kids corner, some snacks, we got food trucks. We'll also have some resource booths here, and we have a bunch of giveaways for families too.
We're going to be having flotation devices that are going to be in the water.
We're gonna have water lights to make sure that our water is visible at night.
Oh my goodness, I gotta tell you, this location here is just absolutely amazing because just the size of the pool gives enough space for the little ones that are introducing themselves into being able to swim or just, you know, have always wanted to be in water but a little bit scared. It gives them that opportunity to have their space. For the teenagers, it gives them their space to be able to jump in and out. And finally, for the grown adults to be able to come in and out in ease. And I gotta tell you, the resources that are here today are spectacular because back to school is around the corner and we got a backpack, we got, you know, some water bottles and a few toys for the kids.
You know, doing these events here at the Aquatic Center, you don't have to go anywhere else. You can enjoy first-class entertainment here in the biggest pool in the U.S.
It is very important for our jobs as lifeguards to, you know, watch over patrons. We want to see every family, every kid having fun without worrying about getting hurt. It's super nice to have multiple lifeguards in a pool this big. Being able to provide help and support is probably the most fulfilling thing for us.
Today the event's actually free and we have everything's taken care of. But when you want to come and cool off in the valley and you can't make it all the way to the beach, you don't want to pay for parking and have to deal with all that traffic and all those things, you can come over here and for less than $5, enjoy the beach comes to you in the valley. You have a chance to cool off.
You don't have to be from this area to be able to say, hey, this is mine. As long as you're from the surrounding neighborhoods or the county of Los Angeles, come out, bring your family, and this is a safe space for everybody to come and enjoy themselves and make new memories.
The location of the Friendship Bell provides spectacular views of the LA Harbor, the Catalina Channel, and the coastal terraces of San Pedro. For more than 50 years, the monument has stood as a continuous cultural link to the people of Korea, just one of the many links Los Angeles shares with cultures from around the world. Our thanks to the Department of Recreation and Parks, and from all of us at the city, at LA City, thank you for joining us. And don't forget, you can watch these stories and more anytime at lacity.gov/TV and follow us at LA City on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. Until next time, explore and enjoy all that Los Angeles has to offer.